Let's go. Friends and family, this is Cabooble once again. Get your pants on. This is ENSL.org Season 8 Division 3 Finals. Today, we're going to witness history as the Flightless Lerks take on the FunnyBubblers. That is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for it. It is happening. Oh, you like that, don't you? Alright, now, where is NS2? Let's find that. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I hear an echo. No longer, ladies and gents. No more echo. Alright. Let's try to get this game going here. I have OBS set to capture NS2 and it is not capturing NS2. Forgive the blank screen. I am trying to fix this game capture, ladies and gents. Aha! It's alive. It's alive. Alright, I'm a happy man. And I hope you're happy viewers. I hope the teams are still happy. I think I've delayed their match beginning here. Having a lot of trouble with OBS today. Rabies and gonorrhea. And we're on the wrong server. We are on the wrong server, friends. And I typed the wrong password. Oh my goodness. Haste makes waste. You heard it here first. And let's try hooking into NS2. There we go. Everything is working. Let's get some sound going here. Both teams at 6 players. Let's start with the player introductions. Without further ado, in the chair for the Flightless Lerks is Star Satirius. And fielding for the Lerks is Deck, Aqua 5, Caltech, Jope, RecNet DTX 950K. And in the hive for the FunnyBubblers is Well Lost. Fielding are Bounty, IDDQD, Elm, Vostok, as well as Rebel. This is a best of 7 series. The victor will become the Season 8 Division 3 champion of the world. That's right, a best of 7. This is a race to 4 wins. Apparently I'm supposed to be doing something. Is that a joke? SHFML. Alright, let's get someone who knows what they're doing in here. I am typing as fast as my fingers can. Looking for help. Now going through the ENSL rulebook. Code of conduct is not going to help me now. This series is off to a very strange start. Very strange, I tell you now. This Division 3 is some funny business. SV NSL config official, there we go. Feels so helpless. So helpless. Let's get more people in here. We had, we were up to 19 viewers, I think, for the Div 2 matches earlier today. Let me post in some shout boxes and stuff. I tried to sleep between the matches. Got about 20 minutes. I was in bed for 2 hours. Friends and family, we've got an arms lab dropped. In control, we've got several skulks moving to the east side of the map. Very little chip damage being done to these skulks as they parasite Aqua. There we go. Aqua will get taken down around the corner, though lack of cover from his teammates. Tunnel has now been erected in nanogrid along with a crag there. Vostok hanging out an event, trying to get a parasite off on Caltech. There he goes. Recdent is now moving through system very slowly, very carefully. He's eyeing a cyst. Moving by the cyst. Incredible play, ladies and gentlemen. Armor 1 has begun researching for Flightless Lerks. Ooh, Vostok almost gets taken out by Aqua there. And this poor, hapless drifter will be destroyed by Recnet. Maybe not. The drifter has a mind of its own. Rebel and Deck will play peekaboo in topographical, but we have 2 skulks. Sirs and madams who have moved into Marine Start. Aqua will be able to clear them before they're able to take out the infantry portal. In control. The harvesters have gone up in nano for the FunnyBubblers. And Flightless Lerks are trying to establish the res nodes on the right side of the map. Deck getting heavily medded. Just outside topographical versus 2 skulks. Vostok will survive that engagement and begin biting the extractor there. The Jope runs into Nano and kills IDDQD. The Gorge has gone down for the FunnyBubblers. And Recnet arrives to resume the resistance versus the reviled aliens. He begins shooting the tunnel, but the tunnel has a crag on it. Reinforcements arrive, but one skulk is shot down immediately. Caltech now rotating in to reinforce. 2 more skulks down, 1 marine down on this offensive. My goodness, what will come of this tunnel? Deck moving a little too close to the tunnel now, getting some damage. Deck falls to the aliens, but Caltech has survived still. There are a number of med packs on the ground that he's trying to dance around. Pulling aliens back towards system where they will encounter Aqua reinforcing. But Aqua will get surrounded here and taken out. Jope now building the RT in C12 as pipe has already been capped. The Marines are on armor 1, weapons 1 at the 3-minute 37 mark. 3 shells have been built for the FunnyBubblers. And Vostok still in topographical vent. Will now be regenning. And he is left alone for the time being, as a robo factory is built between Topo and East Junction. Vostok trying to make as much noise as he can now, drawing the Marines' attention east as Elm reinforces with a lurk. Elm and Bounty have both lurked, and this robo factory is now exposed. It will go down. IDDQD already working on the extractor in C12 is rejoined by Elm. My goodness. And this Marine income is in a lot of trouble right now. Star Satirius electing to go armor 2 before weapons 2. Excellent shooting by Caltech and System, but he will go down to the Lurks. And Reknet will poke into sub. Crouching, waiting for Bounty here. Getting some chip off, but unfortunately not able to do much in the hive. Vostok is playing in vents. And the aliens have rotated to the left side of the map where they begin biting the RTs there. Oh my goodness, Elm escapes with 15 health into the Skylight's vent. And 101 cannot believe his eyes either. These Lurks are brave, biting RTs. Fortunately for the Flightless Lerks, Jope has been recapping all this while. Looks like he had rebuilt C12 and pipeline. So even with this constant res pressure from the bubblers, Marines are back up to 5 extractors. Aqua has rebuilt Overlook as well. So now it's a race to out-tech each other. Biomass 3 is complete and Metabolize is about 75% researched. Fades will be up in 2 team res. Oh my goodness. There is no obs on the field and there are 2 Lurks in control. The IP is critically low. Star Satirius getting a lot of chip damage on Elm here. The Marines might be able to secure a Lurk kill in the coming moments. Very confident. The 2 Marines are rotating back into East Junction. Without an IP in base. No, they're running back. They are booking it back. They need to save this chair now. Reknet moving in. He's currently parasited. And 2 Marines from the east led by Cal. Cal is also parasited. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the end of game number 1. Oh my goodness. Reknet, Star Satirius, Jope. Very strong shots. Very strong shots. Vostok able to pump out 13.8 thousand structure damage in that short amount of time. Incredible. Incredible. Critical error by the Flightless Lerks, not all falling back to base immediately. That IP was at 50% to begin with. There was an army on the field as the robo was dropped, but the IP was never welded. Second IP was never built, and there was no obs in base. Marines critically overextending, and the Lurks just swooping in for the kill. It was messy and it took a while, but it was effective. So, my hat off to the bubblers. Or my hoodie off to the bubblers. That was a good move on their part. Look at that kill graph. Quite a large lead by the Lurks. And they were doing an amazing job at recapping. Absolutely amazing job. But, that's NS2. And it looks as though Jope is sitting this one out. Alf has come to replace Jope, at least for this coming match. Well lost. Maybe that's we lost. I'm not sure if that's a play on words or if it's just straight out English. Maybe it's Velost. Velost in the chair for the bubblers. Flightless Lurks are ready to go for round number 2. FunnyBubblers in the lead, 1 point to 0. A very short first game. I may be back in bed sooner than I had anticipated. Hoes and bros, this is game number 2 of the series. Flightless Lerks versus FunnyBubblers, the Americans versus the Russians. And I say Russians loosely as I'm not sure if all team members are actually Russian. I don't want to offend anyone's nationalistic sensibilities. Vostok pressuring hard. One Skulk has already gone down on Skylight's side. And the Bubblers waiting it out in Topo, being very defensive on the east side. That extractor could have been up already, methinks. But what do I know? I'm just a commentator. Oh, we've got a Crag moving up from cargo into the dome, and Aqua building some clogs in Nano, waiting for the harvesters to drop. Excellent ambush by RecNet. Will prevent that extractor from going up in Overlook as Marines percolate very slowly through Topo into C12 and East Junction. Oh my goodness, another really good kill by Rec. IDDQD now parasited will be pulling these skulks out from their hiding spot in the neck, but they will be able to clear that Marine. Vostok goes down in the neck. IDDQD gets to work on desysting the harvester in pipe, but there is a Crag placed here. Quite a few forward Crags on this map right now. Oh no, that was the Crag that was in the dome earlier. Very interesting strategy, moving a Crag from cargo into pipeline to secure the harvester there. Very nice. Good job. And the Bubblers are now on 5 extractors. Overlook has gone up. And I'm looking at the build order here. I see an arms lab, but no research coming. There we go. Armor 1 has started researching. The Lurks have just lost their Gorge in East Junction. Aqua overextending slightly with his Gorge. Will get taken out by Vostok and Rebel. The aliens are evolving their hive to Shift Hive and have dropped RTs before getting the upgrades. And so far, it looks as though it's been working out for them. Oof, RecNet getting taken out by Elm. Disengaging the Marine and getting killed at a distance. Ooh, beautiful kill by Deck. 2 swift bites, and Elm will go down, leaving IDDQD alone in system. Deck moving in on the reload will clear IDDQD, and the west side of the map has been opened up for the alien team. They will be exploiting that weakness right away. Got a Lurk and a Skulk biting the extractor in Overlook. Or at least a Lurk. Alpha will be able to scoot on by before he gets spotted by Elm, leaving RecNet in the vent. And an engagement going on in the dome. Vostok and Bounty chipping Caltech heavily and clearing a Skulk from that location as well. And we've got Weapons 1 and Shotguns on the way for the Bubblers. 3 Spurs are on the field for the Flightless Lerks. And Biomass 3 now researching at the 4-minute 40 mark. FaceTech has begun researching as well, and the Bubblers are now streaming out solo, 1 by 1, into Skylights, and getting taken out one by one, but no more. The two skulks have been cleared. And it looks as though the bubblers are holding a majority of the west side of the map, whereas the Lerks are trying to establish a foothold in C12 right now, having already capped pipeline with that very inventive crag. Phase tech is now complete. We've got two Marines in East Junction. Flightless Lerks are now rotating through C12. But Vostok is ready for wreck in the vent. And the phase gate is now being built in East Junction. A critical oversight by the Flightless Lerks, allowing this gate to go up. Base gate is not built yet, however. But we've got a spawner now in control who will be able to take care of that. Rebel and Elm now pushing forward before the phase gate and base is complete. Scans going down south of Nano as well as inside Nano. Alf spiking as much as he can, but IDDQD is wrapping around Nano. He might be able to get a pick off on one of these Lerks, but he gets spotted by Alf. He almost takes out Alf, but Alf will retreat to the hive. Oh my goodness. Caltech has to play it careful here. These early shotguns are devastating versus these Lerks. Remember, these Lerks are using celerity and do not have carapace. Nano has been completely desisted, but the gate in East has been left open. More scans come into East as Bounty phases in from spawn. Will now retreat, and the gate is at 45%. There is still a Lurk and a Gorge here. Caltech now retreating underneath Nano. He will be unable to clear that gate as reinforcements arrive. And we have fades on the field now. And it looks as though they'll be getting us around on this gate. IDDQD phases through but gets taken out immediately. The gate junction, they are still holding on to 5 extractors, however. Well, and the Marines have lost East. The lack of infestation, so mission accomplished for the FunnyBubblers. Weapons 2 now on the way. Bile Bomb has been researched and a fresh hive has been dropped in pipeline. There's currently a drifter building that. So the Lurks are going to try to hold on to pipe permanently, seeing as how they've been right-sided strong the entire game. They are, however, now down to 1 harvester. Oh boy, I think maybe dropping the harvester and pipe before the hive might have been a good idea. But these fades want a second upgrade, and now the Marines, 3 Marines have moved into system waypointing, and they will be attempting to establish a gate there. Very large engagement between the Marines, the Lurk, and the 2 fades. Flightless Lerks will fall back for now as the Bubblers build the phase gate. A large rotation of the life forms into C12, and it looks like they might be going for base. The Bubblers are still on the gate in system, however. Flightless Lerks are now forced back out of control. Will begin biting extractors throughout the map. Ooh, excellent ambush by Caltech in Overlook, getting 3 bites off before the Marine could even react. And Bubblers now using the phase gate in system to push up into Nano. Caltech extremely low. Ducking into the subsector vent momentarily. And the fades dancing around now. Will be rejoined by Star Ceteris as a Gorge. Bile Bomb is now online. we've got a fade harassing topographical side. As Alf continues to chomp on the extractor there. Caltech has moved through the map into skylights. And this extractor is already low. IDDQD booking it in. Gonna try to pick this lurk off. But Caltech is too quick, ducking into the vent and moving back in on the reload. Excellent biting by Caltech. Will take out IDDQD in skylights. And a robo has now been dropped in system waypointing. Oh my, Reknet taking quite a meat shot there. Flightless Lerks are now making FunnyBubblers pay for this phase gate in system by taking out all the RTs on the left side of the map, excuse me. As well as the right side. C12 is getting bit as well by Alf. That extractor will go down. Armor 2 is now complete for the Marine team. They're going to need that armor against these fades. These fades are extremely quick with their 3 spurs. The second hive has completed. The Flightless Lerks are now on 5 harvesters. My goodness. This is a force to be reckoned with. Wellost is still spending a considerable amount of resources on these scans. Aqua and Deck will be able to clear out IDDQD from Overlook. Oh, Deck getting critically low, but surviving on his way back into Nano. Through system, quite a convoluted path to get to Nano. And of note, he did not go into cargo, just in case a Marine was sitting in Y junction. FunnyBubblers now down to 2 extractors. Trying to establish subsector. Oh my goodness, Deck playing ping pong with 2 Marines here. Oh my goodness, Deck dies in control. Overextending with his fade. Possibly on a scouting mission. But he only scouted his own death. Caltech once again in Overlook. This Lurk is doing work. And he is going Marine hunting. Whoa! Helm meat shotting Caltech in the face, forcing Caltech to retreat to Nano in order to heal. The extractor will be saved in Overlook. But Alf once again in topographical, chomping on the extractor. And a tunnel has been placed between cargo and C12. The 3 shells are now online for the Flightless Lerks. The Lurks are now trying to clear a path to this phase gate and system waypointing. Star Satirius is now biling the shotguns. Excellent move. Gotta make those Marines pay for those shotguns. And here we have it. This gate slowly getting surrounded in system. Oh, and Elm phases through with a GL. And manages to kill himself. As Star Sirius and Alf begin work on the power node and system, they are going to deny another phase gate from going up here. However, a blueprint has been spotted in East Junction. And once again, we see Marines streaming out one by one from control down each side of the map. But they will encounter a lot of resistance from these life forms. FunnyBubblers now desperately trying to re-establish the power in system waypointing. They need a forward phase gate on this map in order to win. But the Lerks doing an excellent job of clearing that push-up. Good teamwork there by Alf and Reknet. And here comes Charge. We've got Caltech and Alf at 48 personal res each. Aqua has already Onosed. This is bad news for the Bubblers. Very bad tidings. But here come the exoskeletons. Friends and family. Excellent pack play by the Flightless Lerks. These life forms are all staying together. The Lerks using Umbra on each other, as well as on the Onos and the Fade. Aqua being forced to retreat. No damage being done to the structures in control. Thanks to that second IP, Marines are able to spawn in fast enough to chip the Onos. Enough to force him to retreat. We've now got 3? Okay, no. Never mind. We've now got 3 Marines moving into Skylights. I was gonna say 3 Lerks, but one of those was a Fade. Flightless Lerks now moving back up into Skylights, but the Exos are now on the field. Oh my goodness. Reknet taking a couple swipes at IDDQD. Oh, critical mistake. Bounty and IDDQD are now in dual minigun exoskeletons, and they are marching without delay. They are now standing vigil in Skylights, waiting for approaching life forms. And Vostok is in base with his exosuit, standing on top of the advanced armory, playing the waiting game. The bubblers are no fools. They know if they push out with exos, they will be leaving base open from the other side. So they are leaving an exo on top of that armory. And it looks like they're going for recaps now. Oh, a phase gate. Phase gate in Overlook. They will be pushing the hive in subsector with support from the phase gate. If the welders go down, they will be able to be reinforced from spawn. Marines still on weapons 2, armor 2 at the 20-minute 50 mark. And the subsector hive has gone up. That is the third hive for the Flightless Lerks. Caltech poking into control from topographical. As Elm builds the extractor in Overlook. Oh my god, Alf getting a good pick on Rebel there. We'll begin biting the extractor, but Vostok is here to reinforce. Oh, Alf gets melted on that RT. And the Marines are now marching into subsector. Elm leading with his shotgun. No fear. Absolutely no fear. And I don't see any Umbra going down here. But Aqua's still not taking any damage from these Lurks. My goodness, Reknet has been melted behind the Onos. Poking out just a little too long, trying to get some swipes off, or some spikes off here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of the Bone Shield. I cannot overstate this. Bubblers will have to rotate out of this. They might get overwhelmed at any moment. Alf continuously spiking from behind as well, and we've got spores going down on the exos, poisoning the welders. Oh my goodness, what an excellent defense by the Lurks. One exoskeleton has gone down, and the entire alien team is now rushing to the phase gate and Overlook. Both exos down. And now we have 3 Lurks on the field. My crystal ball was still working there. These ranged spores devastating. And the FunnyBubblers forfeit game number 2. Both teams are now tied at 1 point. Look at these KDRs for the Flightless Lerks. 23-1 for Caltech. Div who? Reknet and Caltech tied at 23 kills, Aqua at 21, Deck at 17, and Alf at 15. My goodness. Absolutely incredible. One might say ludicrous. Look at that kill graph. Just look at that. Read him and weep. Friends and family. So those exos were very brave, but they were too little too late. The Onos were getting healed by the Hive and Sub, as well as a Crag placed there, and I believe there was a shift regenning their energy. My goodness. Lolkabot and Knights, you are the brave chatters. We've got a quiet bunch here for the Division 3 finals. Games number 3 and 4 will be played on NS2 Zombie. One of the ugliest things to ever be created by mankind. So the Marine team was simply out-teched that last round. The exo push was an excellent idea, but as I said, with all the healing, the Umbra and the Bone Shield, the exos were not able to do enough damage in order to kill the Onos on the hive. And they stuck with that push. They didn't rotate. They tried to retreat, but all that spike damage just accumulating over time. Gorge was moving in with Vile, and the Onos, I don't know if they had Stomp at that point yet. I don't believe so. Also, the ranged spores on the Welders. Just a devastating counterattack by the Flightless Lerks. Excellent defense there. That's all I can say about that. We lost once again in the hive for the FunnyBubblers. And Star Satirius poised to jump into the chair for the Flightless Lerks. The Americans and the Eastern Europeans, perhaps some Western Europeans. I think there might even be an Afghani on the Bubblers. It looks like the Lurks will be subbing out someone once again. There we go. Star Satirius is getting inside his box. Mean Mr. Mustard lives in a box. Where is he? Is he a magician? Oh, the Bubblers are now warming up, practicing their wall jumping, their rotations throughout the map. Both teams are now up to 6 players. The match will be starting very shortly. Thank you for tuning in. Rebel has readied for the bubblers, currently waiting on Flightless Lerks to indicate their intent to pwn. Dear viewers, this is game number 3 in a best of 7. These are the Season 8 Division 3 finals. Flightless Lerks versus FunnyBubblers. Both teams are currently tied at 1 point. This is a race to 4 wins. And now the teams will duke it out on NS2 Zombie. Flightless Lerks playing Marines once again. Spawning in Docking Bay versus the FunnyBubblers as aliens, whose hive is in Pipeworks. Forgive me, waste recycling. And the Bubblers will get the drop on this extractor, having cleared the Marines on the west side of the map. 3 skulks do not take a long time to bite down an extractor. But Elm making the mistake of moving out into the open, and Elm and IDDQD will go down without parasiting any of the Marines moving through pub into supply to rebuild the extractor there. Reknet has worked his way up into oxygenation and will desist mid-map on that side, but we've got a drifter building the extractor in Baywing. And several skulks in repairs, able to finish off the extractor there. 2 extractors already down for the Flightless Lerks. They're encountering a lot of resistance here. And a rotation of the skulks into gravity now. Jope unable to save the extractor in gravity. 3 RTs already down for the Lerks. And Reknet will move out of Oxy into X before being rejoined by Deck here. And I think the Flightless Lerks might be overestimating the importance of Oxy at this point in the game. They first of all need res. They should be building the left side of the map as the aliens spawn on the east. But they are obstinately blocking the lane in Oxy, preventing cysts from moving through. But the Flightless Lerks are now moving on into Baywing. Aqua will find the harvester here and begin desisting. These three skulks in security are trying to move on by. It looks like they're abandoning Baywing in order to clear X. It looks like they're trying to open the north lane on the map. But I think that harvester should have been their #1 priority. It's their only natural built at this point. Saving that should be of critical importance. And I think I have now said the word critical more than ladies and gentlemen during this cast. Ooh. IDDQD missing a bite during that ambush, but able to stay alive. Just trying to get Deck to lose his tracking. Vostok reinforcing, but Aqua getting heavily meted in repairs, but he will go down ultimately to the Skulk and the Extractor in repairs, once again getting taken down. Flightless Lerks on 3 Extractors, including Gravity and Supply. Neither team currently has oxygenation. The FunnyBubblers are on 2 shells at the 4-minute 30 mark versus the Flightless Lerks Armor 1. We've also got an observatory dropped in the Marine start. At the northernmost position of the room, which will allow Star Satyrius to scout out into Gravity without losing his chair, without leaving his chair. It's a very strong position for the observatory, but if the comm jumps out, he cannot shoot that observatory. My recommendation is to drop it right on the spot on this corner here, and that way it still covers from there to there. It doesn't cover inside Gravity very much, but enough to know if something's coming through shipping. And you can snipe that. Oh my goodness, a Lurk has gone down. Elm's gone down to RecNet in Oxy. It looks like the Lurks were just scouting out of base, and one of them has flashed already. You don't mess with the wreck. The Marines have moved back into Oxy and have desisted Oxy as well as Pipeworks. They've cut the sys chain into pipe, and the Marines are now beginning to cap the west side of the map. Bit of a delayed reaction by Jope there, getting parasited in the face, completely stunned by Elm. Elm will slip through and destroy the harvester, or the extractor, in supply, which was already at 1%. And 2 Skulks now in EC. I think maybe Aqua should have rotated from offload into EC in order to save the extractor there, and perhaps had Spawner build the extractor in supply. And once again, the harvester in Baywing has been dropped. FunnyBubblers are still on 2 shells at the 7-minute mark. No team res to speak of. And RecNet is just walking around in their hive room, beginning to snipe eggs. And here we go. The Bubblers pulling it together in order to clear the Marine from their hive. Flightless Lerks now on 4 extractors with 1 more going up in repair, but will it complete? And the answer is no, at least for now. Deck gets cleared from Gravity. leaving Vostok on the extractor there. Reknet reinforcing from shipping, however. And Celtic poking and prodding into repairs. He knows there's a skulk here waiting to ambush. Gravity has gone down. And Celtic gets cleared, oh my goodness, from repairs, but Elm kills his friend Rebel in the process, and Deck is there to save the day. The extractor will be repaired in repair. Who'd have thunk it? And the Marines have capped the entire left side of the map from supply into EC, into organ, into pipeworks, and are now desysting oxygenation. Flightless Lerks are now on 7 extractors. Weapons 1, 50% done at the 8-minute 50 mark. Phase tech is now being researched as well. My assumption is that the Lurks will go for a phase gate in Oxy if they're able to, but if not, they will start with gravity. And here we go. Let's check this obs out. Rebel. If someone can auto-tune that, we might have a song. 2 Marines getting cleared on the east side of the map. But IDDQD moving through shipping for whatever reason gets taken out by Caltech. Phase tech is now complete. Armor 1, Weapons 1, Shotguns are researched. Armor 2 has started. The Bubblers are still on 2 Harvesters. And highest personal res is 29 right now. So it'll still be quite a while before Fades are on the field. In the meantime, the Lurks are going to be teching up like crazy. Oh my goodness. Reknet going down to IDDQD. Scan goes down on the extractor and gravity as Deck awaits Caltech to move into gravity from trash. And the extractor goes down. But so does Elm. IDDQD also getting sniped by Caltech's pistol. Excellent shooting there. And we've now got a Skulk and a Lurk in Pipeworks. They will begin softening up that extractor as Reknet rotates into Baywing with a shotgun. And I only see a couple of assists here. I would have dropped another assist there, just for more advanced warning. Doesn't make a huge difference, but aliens. IDDQD parasiting Deck in gravity and will rotate into supply where Aqua is waiting for him with a shotgun. The extractor goes down in EC. The FunnyBubblers now desperately trying to get behind the Marine front lines in order to destroy the extractors. But there is a large number of extractors on this field already. And Caltech has moved up into Oxy and desysted this fresh harvester already. So there you have it. We've got the phase gate up in gravity and a second one going up in Oxy as we speak. Or as I speak, rather. But 2 Skulks will get cleared from Oxy, leaving 2 Shotgunners. In the room, Vostok is trying to sneak up, but he gets spotted before he's able to ambush these Marines. But he is delaying this phase gate. Deck moves in from X and will clear the Skulk, attempting to ambush. And it doesn't look like the Bubblers will be able to clear this gate. Baywing has been destroyed. Bubblers are now down to 1 harvester. However, they have reached 35 personal res. And a couple of skulks have managed to slip on through to repairs and EC. Flightless Lerks still on 7 extractors. Weapons 2 and advanced armory are almost complete. And I will bet you money that who will buy a GL here? Deck will buy a GL. Deck will buy a GL. Who else will buy a GL? Jope. Maybe Aqua. But these shells are very exposed in this location here. All it takes is 1 GL standing here, and boom, all of that PvE gets blowed up. Now this phase placement is very strong, holding gravity and oxygenation. However, there is a minor oversight here, and that is this lane leading from the hive through security. The aliens can still move on to the left side of the map if they so desire, but for now they have to clear this push. They have to clear this push in order to save the hive. Luckily for the bubblers, or perhaps wisely, good clear by the bubblers there. A crag has been placed between the hive and the harvester, as well as the upgrades. And we've got HMGs and weapons 3 now researching. A very potent combination. My goodness, Vostok almost getting destroyed by Deck, moving in alone versus a shotgunner. And here we go. We have Marines moving in from gravity, plugging this hole in security, moving towards the hive. I'm surprised they haven't moved into Baywing in order to destroy the harvester yet. They might not even know it's up. And we've got 2 skulks now moving into the Marine base. There we go. Caltech now with the GL gets taken out on the phase gate. And the bubblers are able to force a beacon. Now's a chance for the skulk to move on by through security. But with the crag hive, they're very slow moving. Rebel doing 360s versus Reknet. They're almost able to take him out, but Reknet will hold his ground. And HMGs are now completing along with weapons 3. Now 2 skulks in repairs, biting down the extractor here. To what effect, I have no idea, but any damage done is good. Oh, they've moved back into the Marine Star, but now we've got turrets. Turrets set up. My goodness. Those turrets, I tell you. Our hive is under attack. Oh, Vostok goes down in this push. We've got 3 weapons, 3 shotguns in the hive room. Trying to get a good vantage point, but there's a lot of geometry in this hive room, blocking my line of sight. And here we go, Caltech moving in with the GL. We'll begin unloading on the hive as Bounty spikes to his heart's content. An extra chair being dropped in EC, as well as Pipeworks. One has been built in gravity by a Mac already. And we've got 2 skulks now nearing the phase gate and oxygenation. And Rebel trying to get a flank off on Aqua, and Caltech here will fail. The Lurk is still alive, and the phase gate has been destroyed in Oxy. I think IDDQD and Elm should have, no. Fresh spawners will be guarding the gate there. And Joke now moving in with the first HMG on the field. Oh my goodness, this rich infestation. Rich infestation. Blast it all. The Flightless Lerks will take game number 3, putting them up 2 points to 1 versus the FunnyBubblers. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at these statistics. All very decent shots on the Marine team, but still the far superior KDRs. Elm biting like a boss, 38.8 thousand structure damage. Ultimately, the aliens just got out-teched. They got out-teched, and they were never able to assist through Oxy into pipe. I was worried that the Flightless Lerks were overcommitting to the north side of the map at the beginning of the game, but it looks like it paid off for them. They were on 2 or 3 extractors for quite a while because they were so far ahead north. Maybe a base rush would have been beneficial for the alien team early game. Oh. Look at that kill graph. So shotguns after weapons 1, along with phase tech, and then armor 2 and weapons 2. Seen a lot of armor 2 going up before weapons 2 in these division 2 and 3 matches. So once again, Flightless Lerks in the lead, 2 points to 1 versus the FunnyBubblers. We're going into game number 4 on NS2 Zombie. The first 2 wins were alien rounds, or alien wins rather. But this last round was a Marine domination. Just an incredible RT explosion, followed by laning with the phase gates and gravity and Oxy, and just constant hive pressure following that. That is a recipe for success. The turrets in base might have saved that game. I saw a couple mechs on the field. I believe the turrets were built by a mech, and another mech had also built the chair in gravity. And mechs are very slow builders, so it must have been on that chair for quite a while in order to get it up. Mr. Radionaut, it is a pleasure to see you live on YouTube. Mark Mana, once again, welcome back. Enjoy your Smite. I played Smite for a year, but ultimately did not find it rewarding. Maybe I should have been on a team. My favorite part was Arena with the crocodile, just throwing back the gods to be eaten alive by the rest of the pack. I forget his name. What is his name? Actually, that was probably an alligator, now that I think of it. Flightless Lerks are ready for round 4. Currently waiting on FunnyBubblers to ready. Both teams need to ready in order for the game to start. You learn something new every day. And it looks as though the Flightless Lerks are once again playing around with their roster. So far we've got Alf, Aqua 5, Deck, Caltech, and Reknet. I do not see Star Satirius. Is he still on the server? Yes, he is. Perhaps a bio break. These things happen. Or he may just be refreshing his drink. The bubblers are now ready. Rabies and gonorrhea, you are now watching game number 4 in a best of 7. This is the Season 8 Division 3 Finals. Flightless Lerks versus FunnyBubblers. Game number 4 now being played on NS2 Zombie. The Flightless Lerks are in the lead 2 points to 1 versus the Bubblers. Very nice work by both teams so far. Deck will be able to move on to the extractor in repair, begin biting that without delay, and we've got a tunnel set up between waste and organ donation. The arms lab has been dropped, but it is still yet built. And apparently there is a cyst bug. I have a suspicion it might be the crag here, placed right outside base. So the map will be reloaded in order for it to work. NS2. Here we go. Get your pants on. Game number 4 will be starting again, and I will play that flashy intro. That is an invaluable resource in my opinion. There are a couple more out there, but I was unable to download them without a watermark, much to my dismay. Rebel readying immediately, and here we go. game number 4, once again, Flightless Lerks versus FunnyBubblers on NS2 Zombie. This is Season 8, Division 3 Finals. Flightless Lerk in the lead, 2-1. This is a race to 4 wins. And once again, the Bubblers starting with a second IP. We Lost is desperately trying to avoid the spawn queue, the dreaded marine spawn queue, with that second IP, but it is also extra insurance versus early base rushes. IDDQD and Rebel now moving up into Baywing. And the Flightless Lerks, I believe, are overcommitting to defense here. There is no Harvester to save, but many RTs to bite. We've got a Drifter building the Harvester in oxygenation, and once again we have a tunnel dropped between waste recycling and organ donation. And Aqua 5 has built the Harvester there, putting Flightless Lerks up to 3 Harvesters early game. The resource node in Pipeworks has been sisted, and a Drifter is building that, but it looks like it's off infestation here. What's the story? Morning Glory. As FunnyBubblers continue their pressure in Oregon, the gorge has gone down, but the tunnel is still up along with a crag here. And this crag is shielded by the Harvester, so that is a strong setup. Strong defensive setup. In organ donation, RecNet slipping by into EC will begin biting that extractor. Deck gets the drop on Elm in gravity, and awaits Rebel approaching from trash. Misses a bite and will go down, but Rebel, unable to save the extractor in gravity, will however be able to rebuild it if he's given enough time by the Flightless Lerks. And Baywing has now been sisted. We are 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this game number 4. Armor 1 is 50% complete for the FunnyBubblers. Flightless Lerks are currently upgrading their hive to Shift Hive, and they are already on 4 Harvesters versus FunnyBubblers 4 Extractors. Elm is distracting these skulks in Oregon as Rebel slips on by into Oxy, but a crag is waiting for him here, and he will get taken out without delay. Flightless Lerks already in a very strong position with all these extractors, or all these Harvesters up, as well as crags in Oxy and Oregon. Very easily defensible from main base. Alf and Caltech have lurked. And IDDQD and Elm will get cleared out of organ donation. I think right now hitting Oxy would probably be the better option of the two. First of all, because there's no tunnel there, but second of all, because if you cut the cis chain in Oxy, the aliens automatically also lose Pipeworks eventually. Shotgun's now researching for FunnyBubblers. 2 spurs have been built. And biomass is now being upgraded in preparation for the fades. They will need metabolize. The 3rd spur is now on the field. So these life forms will be extremely quick. And the the fades will almost certainly have metabolized by the time they spawn. And here we go, first shotgun on the field. Elm is pushing up through trash ejection towards Bay. He will not get distracted by Reknet. He continues onward with his mission, but he will get flanked by Alf here. No need, Alf. You can go back home. Star Satirius has this. My goodness, devastating bites by the Flightless Lerks. Excellent pack play here. This is what it's all about. These Marines are all split, and their pushes are going to be completely ineffective unless they manage to pick off a Lurk. But they need to group up. We've got 2 fades on the field now. Deck and Reknet have both faded. The observatory is now online next to the power node in Docking Bay, and we've got several lifeforms rotating into pub from offload. Oh my goodness. Oh, here comes the rotation through gravity. We've got 2 shotgunners stationed here, awaiting these fades. Ooh, Reknet almost getting picked off there. Excellent ambush by the FunnyBubblers. A beautiful effort there. Well done. Sneaky deaky Marines, we've got weapons 2 researching now, as well as phase gates. And these Marines are now moving into Organ. Very effective Lurk harass from the vent and organ donation. The Marines are now falling back as almost the entire alien team is rotated into Docking Bay. I think that push into Organ was a little premature. I think the FunnyBubblers might have wanted to wait for the phase gate and base to be up so they could lead an attack with the shotguns and build the gate instead of simply pushing into Organ. Now they know that Organ is very heavily defended. There's a lot of PvE in there. But they seem to want to go west. I think they want to deny the second hive in Pipeworks. My goodness, Reknet getting very low, as well as Alf. Alf about 50% health. Retreating to Oxy to heal. And this hive in Pipeworks is about 75% complete now. FunnyBubblers on 5 extractors, so they're still in a very strong position. With weapons 2 online right now, and the shotguns on the field. And my bet is we're gonna see a Skylights phase gate get dropped here. Whoa! Deck goes down in gravity. That's 1 fade down for the Flightless Lerks. That's exactly what the FunnyBubblers need right now. Is some lifeform picks. Oh my goodness, Rebel Just an instant longer, and you would have had that gorge. And both lurks harassing, but now the alien team is feeling the pressure from the Russians. Excellent biting by Aqua there. And it looks like the bubblers are trying to clear a path to the gate in gravity. And also biting down the res nodes on the both sides of the map. We've got electrical core being bit. Repairs has already been destroyed. Oh my goodness, these shotguns going down. The Marines need to pull together. And they need several Marines pushing together to be effective. But they're going to have to recap very soon. They're down to 3 extractors. Rebel and Elm are now booking it into Oxy in order to save the shotgun, but it will go down before they're able to arrive. Excellent bone wall there by Star Satirius as the Lurks arrive from behind. Get the kills on those Marines. Electrical core now being rebuilt for the FunnyBubblers as Armor 2 nearing completion. But several upgrades going up for the Flightless Lerks. Leap has completed. Bile Bomb is up. Charge is being researched. And the shells are going online as I speak. And Marines continuously throwing bodies at this PvE and organ donation. And also a couple of Marines pressuring oxygenation. The Fade is trying to intimidate these Marines on the phase gate, but he almost gets taken out. He will be able to retreat through trash. And I'm surprised that electrical core and supply extractors are still up. And Deck rushing headlong into Marines in offload. When I believe he should be rotating west and clearing the extractors there, putting his DPS to good use since he lost his Fade earlier in the game. And we've now got a Shaded Drifter posted outside organ donation, and Aqua has Onosed. These Marines are on weapons too. The Advanced Army has gone online. Advancement Tab has been researched. Umbra has been researched. The whole suite of second hive upgrades nearing completion now. Bone Shield almost online. And I see a Proto dropped in Docking Bay. But the Bubblers are down to 3 extractors. Now looking at these personal res, 3 Marines will be able to afford exos if they tech into them. Reknet once again getting very low versus the FunnyBubblers, but always making it out in time. Excellent chip damage by these Marines, able to keep these lifeforms at bay. Not in bay, but at bay. And a shaded drifter here. I've seen this before. Wink, wink. And we've got infestation now spreading across the entire map. Both western and eastern extremes have been covered by the green goop. As the Flightless Lerks now move into gravity. And we've got jetpacks being researched. No exos as of yet. I hope K-Mac saw the bone shield on Vale. I think that's probably why bubblers are teching into jetpacks instead of exos. I wonder if they're gonna go HMGs as well. My goodness, the Russians now being slowly encased in a tomb of their own technology. Jetpacks now nearing completion, and a lot of PvE here in electrical core as the Flightless Lerks prepare to drop their third hive. Several jetpacks now on the field. We've got 4 jetpacks moving about, scouting out these alien positions, and this observatory is allowing the FunnyBubblers to see the alien team.
Command station taking damage.
Patiently awaiting the Onos here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Aqua gets melted by the Bubblers. Overextending with the Onos into docking bay. And Aqua just concedes that that ambush was nice. Chams checked and verified. Now the FunnyBubblers are attempting to recoup some of these extractors. They've got to move very quickly with this third hive going up, and the Flightless Lerks on 6 harvesters. At this point they need to be extremely aggressive, but it looks like they're going to be going for extractors. In order to support the hive pushes that are allegedly going to ensue here. My goodness, Alf almost getting blown up by Rebel between EC and Supply. Just rotate out, get out of there. They've spotted you. Make scarce. Run like a tree. I hope I got that quote right. I don't think I did. But it seemed like an apt moment to use that. My goodness, IDDQD might be able to get a lifeline kill with his GL, but this Umbra, that Umbra though, hard countering everything in the game. And these ranged spores are absolutely devastating. Guys, get out of there. Get out, retreat. You are costing so much res in med packs and you are being completely ineffective. Please retreat before you get flanked. And there it goes. My goodness, Alf has gone down, however. One lurk for a jetpacker. I don't think it's worth it at this point. I don't think any lifeform kills are worth it at this point. Gotta hold on to those jetpacks. Sitting on such low res numbers. These ranged spores. That's another thing to consider when you're going jetpacks versus exos. If the aliens are on third hive, they're gonna have spores. Exos are immune to spores, but their welders are not. So then what? Do you build max? What is the solution? Is there a solution? What do you do for Xenocide? It's almost game breaking. Oh, Reknet, you sneaky, sneaky person. He doesn't even have Phantom, but he was able to sneak up on that jetpacker and take him out in 4 quick and easy swipes. At least that death was clean and painless. Oh, Rebel getting very, very low, chasing Alf. What is the plan, bubblers? Tick tock, tick tock. What are you doing with your res? They're trying to get lifeform picks, obviously. And they're trying to hold on to this res as long as possible. But beyond that, is anyone's guess. You gotta follow this Onos. That Onos should be dead. Reload, Bounty. Reload. Oh, so close. And there we go. The first Xenocide of the match. Maybe gas masks should be researchable at the Advanced Armory or the Proto Lab. Gas masks and armor-piercing bullets to counter Umbra. Ladies and gents, FunnyBubblers is giving it their all. They do not want to lose this game. But Gravity has been sisted. The entirety of Gravity is sisted. Or at least the eastern section. We've got Lurks rotating right through shipping to try to get a flank on these Marines in Gravity. The delayed Xenocide. Make sure you hit that shotgun with your Xeno. And we've got 2 Onos and a Lurk now moving into Marine Start. We lost beaconing the Marines back to Docking Bay, but Stomp is online. And the spores will prevent the Marines from chasing. We've got a nice base set up just outside of Docking
Command
Bay.
station under attack.
A Crag, a Shade, and a couple of Whips up in supply. As Deck continuously pummels the ground here in Docking Bay. And Caltech moves in for ranged spores on the IPs. And Elm is now axing the IP. Elm has had enough of this. He wants out.
Command station under attack.
Look at these KDRs. Me gusta, 26-3 for Alf, 19-5 for Reknet, 17-1 for Caltech. 31 assists. OP. Deck in the lead with 26,000 structure damage. And, wow, look at this. 63% accuracy for RecNet. No slouch. I think we're going to be changing maps in just a moment here. There we go. Flightless Lerks now in the lead, 3 games to 1. 3 points to 1, rather. Uh-oh, it looks like our stream is getting shut down in 5 minutes. Due to music belongs to VRXO. Uh-oh. And I've got a request for first-person spectating during engagements. I can certainly fulfill that request. Austin Penn. I do not Twitch like a normal person because I am not a normal person. I am cabooble. Twitch is a great service if you want to watch videos on a phone. But I prefer YouTube because I can stream 1080p 60 at 9,000 kilobit per second. This is why I use YouTube. These videos are also automatically archived for me. And that is why I have stuck with YouTube. I would have more viewers on Twitch, I concur, but I prefer to stick with high quality over high numbers. Also, Twitch requires Flash, which is garbage. Thank you, RadioNaut. Glad someone understands. It's 2016, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to the better services. Come on. Get with the times. Game number 5 and potentially game number 6 will be played on NS2 Tram. Flightless Lerks will be playing as Marines versus FunnyBubblers as aliens. See who gets the north spawn. Let's see who gets the north spawn. If you are just tuning in, you are watching the ENSL.org Season 8 Division 3 Finals. Flightless Lerks, the American team, versus FunnyBubblers, the presumably Russian team. Perhaps I should say Russian-speaking team. That might be more accurate. Flightless Lerks are in the lead 3 points to 1. If they win this coming round, they will be the victors and the champions of Division 3 for Season 8. A very, very strong team for Division 3. But FunnyBubblers has wrestled a win in this series so far, and I believe that they would be able to take this series they have to really, really want to. In the chair for Flightless Lerks is Star Satirius. Fielding are Alf, Deck, Aqua, Caltech, and Reknet. In the hive for the FunnyBubblers is We Lost. I'm not sure if that's English, if I'm pronouncing it right. I assume it's English. Might be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fielding for FunnyBubblers are Bounty, IDDQD, Elm, Vostok, and Rebel. The Marines have spawned in server, leaving the Russian-speaking team spawning south. Notoriously difficult spawn, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Make it happen, FunnyBubblers. Take the match. Take the round. Elm, Bounty, and IDDQD will successfully take down the extractor in platform. And Rebel will be able to clear hub. The power is still not built in mezzanine, so this extractor is currently unpowered. Bounty trying to scoot on by in order to begin damaging that extractor, but he will get taken out by Deck, who rotates in from hub. FunnyBubblers have oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I am tired. FunnyBubblers have sisted west and east into logistics and observation. It looks like they've also assisted into repair. A drifter is currently there waiting to build the harvester as soon as it drops. Vostok and Rebel will be able to save the sys chain in observation, but we've got a Marine. Aqua 5 has moved into repair, will begin desysting there. Elm and IDDQD quick to respond, however, and Aqua will go down. However, Caltech will be laning from Ore, and Reknet will fall back through hub. We're going to try to pinch these skulks. They've got to escape and rotate around these Marines in order to pressure the extractors on the north side of the map. Flightless Lerks is currently on 4 extractors, nothing to sneeze at. But FunnyBubblers have successfully capped both Logi and observation and continue to clear hub. We've already got Elm on the extractor in platform. IDDQD and Rebel will slip by into warehouse. Flightless Lerks have researched mines. Armor 1 is complete as well. And there are 2 shells on the field for the bubblers. And all these skulks will be cleared from the north side of the map as Deck moves into repair and destroys the drifter there. Excellent ambush by Elm. Moving up the elevator lane into mezzanine, he will retreat as Regnet and Caltech reinforce that position. The Marines want to ensure that the Skulks do not slip on past them. Mines being dropped in the vent, but Vostok is able to move on through before it becomes active. Bounty will clear that mine as the Skulks slip on past through repair into ore. Reknet now hoping to get a pick on one of these lurks, possibly, or just spray and pray, try to kill one of these Skulks. We've got 5 life forms in warehouse now, and the Marines are somewhat out of position to respond to this. Scan goes down in warehouse, all these life forms will be detected, and Rebel will move into ore. He will parasite Reknet and fall back. Excellent work so far here by the FunnyBubblers. Oh my goodness, this extractor in platform is at 1%. Oh, 1%. Unfortunately, that was not finished. That will continue to accumulate res. We've got infestation spreading all the way up into ore through repair. The FunnyBubblers are now on 4 harvesters versus the Flightless Lerks 4 extractors, but we've got 2 blueprints. Make that 1. Ore has gone up, and Elm will be able to escape with his life, heavily chipped through repair into Logi and back to the hive in order to heal. IDDQD now moving into mezzanine as Rebel slips on past into platform. That RT is as good as gone, and these Skulks might want to go base here, which is exactly what they're doing. But Aqua has just respawned, and he will clear the 2 Skulks from Marine Start. Armor 1, Weapons 1 now researched for the Flightless Lerks. But several mine packs being bought and dropped all over the map. Elm overextending with his lurk. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish here. Oh my goodness, good pick by Bounty. And Elm will once again scoot on by, able to survive to fight another day. Aqua now reinforcing or processing as Rebel and IDD make work on the extractor here. And I am completely forgetting this first person spectating. I'll make an effort from here on out. My goodness, elevator completely sisted. Deck now moving on into Logi. Ooh, good shooting, Deck. Deck will ultimately get cleared out of Logi, but the harvester in repair will go down to Alf. And both teams now trying to do as much economic damage as they can. Shotguns have been researched, and Armor 2 is complete. I think the tooltip was bugged there or the icon was bugged there. It was at low completion, and then it was done. And Elm barely escaping through the vent in elevator to Obs. Elm is the lurk with 9 lives. Fades are now online. Metabolize has been researched. Elm once again very heavily chipped and making his way back to the hive. Alf getting taken out in hub. That is 1 shotgun down. We have 2 Marines now in observation. Beautiful shooting by Deck. Rebel will lose his fade. That's 1 fade down for the Bubblers. Deck positioning himself in order to block Rebels' escape route successfully. Another meat shot on the fade, but deck will go down in obs. The harvester has been destroyed, and FunnyBubblers are now sitting on 70 team res. They need to drop a hive like it's hot. They're going to need that extra tech, they're going to need the extra upgrades, and they're going to need the extra healing and egg spawn location. And here we go, we've got PvE being dropped in repair. We've got a Crag already, followed by a shift. Maybe a couple whips there would be a good idea as well. Repair is very easy to hit. Oh my goodness, bounty goes down in the elevator lane from mezzanine. The power in hub is up, and the Flightless Lerks are now going to try to establish a phase gate in hub. Caltech has certainly heard the hive drop in repair, and Elm will slip on by. Elm, the slippery snake with wings. Phase gate has gone up in hub. What will Flightless Lerks do with this gate? A scan goes down in repair, but there is a lot of PvE in there. This does not deter the American team. They are moving in on foot to discover a whip placed right next to the entrance here. Oh, Vostok getting stuck on a lip there. Almost getting killed in repair, but able to retreat. I think this PvE, at least the Crag, should be moved closer to the hive here. Oh my goodness, 3 Marines now moving in with shotguns to repair. Will FunnyBubblers be able to pull through here and save this hive? Oh my goodness, Vostok gets taken out by Regnant on his way out from repair. That's 2 fades down and 1 lurk down for the FunnyBubblers. Rebel will get sniped off the phase gate in hub. And Elm will finally get taken out after biting the extractor in ore. FunnyBubblers is down to skulks. Oh wait, no, Bounty is on the field as a lurk. This is looking very dire for the Russian-speaking team. The vast majority of their life forms have gone down already. But IDDQD sees the light at the end of the tunnel. He's at 52 personal res. Charge is now being researched. If anyone's going to save this game, it will be the Onos. But the Flightless Lerks are continuously teching up. Weapons 2 is being researched now at the 13-minute mark. And a chair has been dropped in repair in order to deny the second hive from being dropped in repair once again. Excellent pick by Reknet. The FunnyBubblers need to rotate to the east side of the map. They need to cap elevator right now, as Marines are going to be constantly reinforcing from the west. Maybe drop some whips in the hive room. And Bounty does not want to be scouting that out at all. Bounty wants to stay safe in the hive room. Just gotta wait for that Onos to come up. IDDQD now at 56 personal res. He will be able to Onos. And here we go, rotation through observation. And a bunch of mines going down, presumably an elevator. The hive room is now completely devoid of aliens.
Command station under attack.
And FunnyBubblers now on the power node force a beacon in server room. And bounty going down. Oh my goodness, it's just devastating. These life form losses. Where is IDD? We need this Onos up. My goodness. FunnyBubblers GG's and Flightless Lerks are now the Season 8 Division 3 champions. Congratulations to the Flightless Lerks. Excellent teamwork, excellent games. Deck in a strong lead for the Flightless Lerks with that 27.40% accuracy, 17 kills and 8 deaths. Very strong plays by the Marines. They're getting all those life form picks. Oh my goodness, Bubblers could have had that. They were sitting pretty on 4 to 5 res nodes. But they were unable to hold Repair Hive. And lost to Fade in their attempt to defend it. Elm and IDDQD doing a decent amount of structure damage, keeping the Marine res under control. But that came down to the FPS element of the game. The aliens were overwhelmed by the Marine marksmanship and lost all of their life forms. I would have hung in there with the Onos, however. You never know what you can do with Onos. Problem is the base rush and the lurk kill right at the end. I think that was premature. A charge Onos is very powerful even if he doesn't have Umbra with him. You get that Onos up, you recap the east side of the map, drop another hive. The Flightless Lerks did not have that many extractors on the field. But that's not the way the cookie crumbled. FunnyBubblers, dejected from their previous losses, losing hope after all the life forms, and calling GG after 14 minutes and 32 seconds. Once again, congratulations to the Flightless Lerks, now the Div 3 champions. And according to Daniel Avila, America is #1. Oh, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that was the final match of Season 8. I am honored to be here today. Glad I was able to cast this for you, and I hope you have enjoyed the show. Congratulations to both teams for making this far. And hope to see you all again next season, whenever that may be. Let's do some research right now. Why not? The event is over. So now we can dick around. Ladies and gentlemen, we can dick around on the live stream. Let's check out the ensl.org main page. And maybe I can get a screen capture going here. Let's add a scene. This is a little video I just came up with before this game started, between the two finals. I'm gonna implement that. I think that might be my new intro. This is gonna be primary monitor. Let's add a monitor capture. And let me close all of my porn tabs here before we go live. And here we have it, planning for the next month. And my push-to-talk key is the mouse button 4, which is back in virtually all browsers. So I will just disable my push-to-talk right now. Pardon me if I let some gas slip. Testing, 1, 2, 3. There we have it. So we've got a newcomer tournament, winter 2016, Saturday the 13th and Sunday the 14th of February. That is in a week from now. This is the newcomer tournament. There is also a Nations Cup coming up. Hosting another Nations Cup. And this, I believe, February 21st. Excellent. Excellent. I will be able to play for Team Canada if they want me. I'm not sure they will. But I will be available. The Nations Cup was slated to be played on the 28th of February, which I would not have been able to attend. So there you have it. We've got newcomer tournament. If you have not played on a team before, on an official NSL team, you will be able to sign up for the newcomer tournament. You don't have to worry about finding a team. All you do is sign up, and you will be assigned one if necessary. Now, someone said that they would not be able to play in the newcomer because they played in the last one. I'm not sure if that is true. Who can register? All players who have not played in any of the natural selection leagues can participate. If you have played only a partial season, you may still be able to participate. Just contact us. Where do I register? Guys, get to the main page and sign up for this. And this is all old news. I was hoping to see dates for Season 9. New post regarding Season 9 will come up next week. Close on Friday, February 26th at 6 p.m. CET. So the sign-ups of Season 9 close on the 26th. So you still have 19 days. 19 days to register for Season 9. And when is this newcomer tournament? Newcomer tournament, the 13th and 14th. So the newcomer tournament is timed in order for people to find new teams, and they can then sign up for Season 9 if they so desire. Season 9 is going to be a big season. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Godar is returning to NS2. A lot of shakeup in the Div 1. A lot of people talking about joining different teams. Old alliances falling apart. Very interesting stuff. Excuse the microphone. The best moment of that game was the Hive defensive subsector on Vale with the Onos and Bone Shield. I think that was very well done as well. So if you're still watching this, it is because you enjoyed this cast. And since you're still here, I would love for you to join my Discord server. Let's have a look right here. Specifically the NSL teams. right here. I would love to see this list complete from top to bottom. Everyone in the NSL online idling in this channel in order to facilitate scrims and PCWs. I think it would be really neat to have all the teams online just to see who else is there and available. I have thought of transferring ownership of this channel to the NSL, but as it stands, this is an independent Discord server. This is run by me, so there are no admins here. There is no NSL administration staff. This is like international waters for NSL members. There are no rules here, except for the ones that I enforce, and I have not set up any rules yet. I've also set up this NS2 TV, which I have just unlocked. Previously it was locked. No one was able to comment here. But if you stream NS2, if you have any NS2 videos up, send me links and I will add them here. Everybody can type here now. So if you want to come add your own stream, go ahead. I attempted to add mine, but my icon didn't show up here. As you can see, I have this tiny little advertisement here underneath Army of Amy. So please come check it out. I will put the link to this this Discord server in the description of this video once it is online. Once the stream goes down, the video will be unavailable for several hours while YouTube processes the stream. And once it is fully encoded, it will be back up. I will be adding timestamps to the match start times, as I usually do. So be sure to tune in. Once again, make sure you like and subscribe. That would very much help my channel grow, and I would very much appreciate if you have any constructive criticism. We had a request for first-person viewing during engagements, and I am happy to fulfill. Some people prefer staying top-down, but I understand the need for first-person specking once in a while. So I try to accommodate everyone. There have been some complaints about my vocabulary as well, which I will work on. And I'm always paranoid about sound levels. If my microphone is too loud or the in-game volume is too loud, then please let me know. Please write me. I appreciate feedback, and I love hearing from everybody on the stream. Once again, congratulations to the Flightless Lerks for taking the Div 3 championship. Congratulations to the FunnyBubblers for being in second place. You guys put up a great fight. You were against a very, very strong team, and you did very well. So, friends and family, take care of yourselves. I hope to see you again soon. Season 9 is coming up. I will not have any official casts in the meantime, but I will try to cast some scrims, PCWs, whatever you want to call them, in the off season. So I'll see you all around. Take care of yourselves. This is Cabooble signing out.